Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of TheCaliEffect. Today, we are going to be doing a Mecha Phantom Beast deck profile, one of the most interesting decks I probably ever did on this channel. I know a lot of you guys are thinking it's Mecha Phantom Beast, but if you look in the playlist, the description below, you'll see the evolution of me playing Mecha Phantom Beast, changing my opinion on the deck. It is definitely a very fun deck to play. It could be somewhat competitive at a local level, but I wouldn't take it anything above that. It's still just a really fun deck. So let's get down to the deck profile. 3 copies of Mecha Phantom Beast Mega Raptor. Mega Raptor is amazing. If you special summon a token, you get to special summon another Mecha Phantom Beast token through Mega Raptor. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effects as long as you control a token. And on top of that, you get to tribute 1 token to add 1 Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your deck to your hand. This is essentially our Searcher. 1900 attack is nothing to scuff at and just a really, really good card. 3 copies of Mecha Phantom Beast Tetherwolf. Now, Tetherwolf is... The biggest reason why Tetherwolf is in here is because when you normal summon, you automatically get a token through Mecha Phantom Beast Tetherwolf. Really good card. If it ever so happens to battle, you contribute a token and it'll gain 800 attack. That's what makes this card pretty good. The normal summon effect is good. It still gains the non-destruction and the level gain through the effect. It's just a really solid Mecha Phantom Beast monster. Next is 3 copies of Mecha Phantom Beast Coltwing. A lot of people say run 2, but I want my combo pieces to my hand or graveyard as fast as possible, and Coltwing is one of those cards that I feel you have to maximize so you can increase the ability or the chances of you drawing this card or being able to put it to the graveyard. All else fails, it is our only... if all else fails, it still has the regular requirements of Mecha Phantom Beast monsters not being able to be destroyed by battle or card effects as long as you control the token. This one actually has a really good effect. You can banish tribute 2 tokens to destroy and remove from play 1 card on your opponent's side of the field. A really good card with solid stats. Next is Mecha Phantom Beast Hilariad. Hilariad is good, because it sets up the Coltwing combo. The combo starts off basically, you tribute a token with Hilariad. Hilariad special summons Coltwing. Coltwing brings out 2 more tokens. You banish or you tribute 2 tokens for Coltwing's effect. Banish 1 card on your opponent's side of the field. Hilariad's effect activates. You get to special summon a token because you tributed a token for a Mecha Phantom Beast effect. And that's what makes Hilariad so good, is that it is able to replicate tokens and get you tokens just for using your Mecha Phantom Beast monsters effects. Also, special summoning Mecha Phantom Beast monsters from your hand is pretty good. On top of that, it still has the same regular can't be destroyed by card effects or by battle while you have a token. And the level gain, I'm sorry. Next, a card that I really wish this card was level 4 because it would have so many more wacky combos if it were 4. Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrat. Now when Hamstrat's flip face up, you get 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. That automatically made it an auto-in for the deck, being able to generate so many tokens just for being flip face up. The next thing is that you contribute a token to special summon a card or a Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your graveyard. That is another plus with Hamstrat. Being able to special summon Coltwing back from your graveyard to the field, gain 2 more tokens on top of that, giving you a total of 3 tokens. Banish 2 and get rid of a card and just keep pushing with your Mecha Phantom Beast monsters is pretty good. Also being able to special summon any of your key components that you need back to the field with Hamstrat is amazingly good, and his stats aren't that bad for a level 3 monster, so he definitely got a shoe in. Not really easy to synchro or exceed or whatever you want to do with it, so I just left it at what it is. 2 copies of Effect Veiler. Now, one thing I noticed about Mecha Phantom Beast is that effect negation is very vital for this deck's success. So, effect veilers are included in here as well as Fiendish Chains. Any type of effect negation to prevent the opponent from getting an edge on us or setting cards that are summoning monsters that have a huge advantage against Mecha Phantom Beast or more than welcome. Effect Veiler is just that good. 1 copy of Dandelion. The biggest reason why I run Dandelion is its only effect. If it just so happens to be sent to the graveyard, I get 2 tokens. It helps me start off that monster base with tokens on the field ratio. 3 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 Scapegoat, and 2 Fires of Doomsday. Now, I prefer Fires of Doomsday over Scapegoat completely. I'm playtesting 2 and 2 at the moment because Scapegoat's a great card. It produces you a multitude of tokens. But there's times where you activate Scapegoat, which is a lot, that you'll activate Scapegoat and you'll just be stuck with 4 tokens. That does not help whatsoever. Fires of Doomsday, on the other hand, get you 2 tokens. Now, you have less tokens, yes, but if you use them right, you'll only have 3 monsters on the board with the 2 tokens. You'll be able to have enough room to abuse whatever you have on the field and be able to manipulate with whatever combos come your way. I really prefer Fires of Doomsday at 3, but right now I'm playtesting both just to see how it works out. 2 copies of Duality. While I completely hate this card in this deck because it prevents you from special summoning, you need to search. You need the consistency. And last, that 1 copy of Foolish Burial. Dandelion is not our only target. Sometimes Mecha Phantom Beast monsters are in order to special summon with Hamstrat or just to set up a couple of future plays. Foolish Burial is a very decent card in here. 3 Fiendish Chain, as I stated before, for traps. 2 Black Horn of Heaven, stop opponent's special summons. 2 Dimension Prisons, I meant Synchros and Xyz and stuff. 2 Dimensional Prisons, 2 Aerial Charge free tokens, Solemn, Compulse, Bottomless. That's basically going to wrap up the traps. A couple of cards I wanted to talk about. One being Scramble Scramble. I know a lot of people have been saying, man, this card's good. This card is utter trash. I hate this card. It's just bad. At times where you could activate it, you're either already losing or already making a comeback. The times that you don't activate it, which are often, it just sits there dead, and it's just really bad. I haven't had any good experiences with it at all. I feel that Mecha Phantom Beast should be more of a control deck than whatever this card is offering. And then last, 1 copy of Fiend Sanctuary. These 2 cards are not in the deck, just to let you guys know. But Fiend Sanctuary it's a card that I've been debating over. I haven't included it into the extra deck, and I haven't quite thoroughly playtested it yet. That's why it's just sitting here. The logic behind Fiend Sanctuary is that you can activate it on your turn, giving you a free token to start off any of your combos. Also, you can still summon and do whatever you want during that same turn you activate Fiend Sanctuary, whereas Fires of Doomsday and Scapegoat you can't. Fiend Sanctuary allows you to gain your Mecha Phantom Beast monsters effect by summoning them, such as Mega Raptor or even Hamstrat if you have a monster in the graveyard. It just sets up so many good plays, and you can activate it on your turn, but at the same time it only gives you 1 token. So I suggest you guys test them out. It doesn't seem like a horrible card, and it's something I will test out in the future. Next, for the extra deck, 1 Sky Palace. This deck hits 10 pretty often, and the first card to come to mind is a level 10 monster with 3400 attack that can destroy 1 card on the field. Sky Palace is it's basically a huge black ship of corn with the inflection of 1000 damage. It can't attack, unfortunately, but it's one of the best level 10 monsters available. The other level 10 monster is Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. Now, I like this card. I like this card a lot because a lot of people tend to play Soul Charge. You go into this card, it says basically game half the time. Just because the opponent loves the Soul Charge, you finally get to go, okay, I'm just going to drop this monster for game. All else fails, it's a 3000 attack monster. It's going to do something to the game. Now for the extra deck, for the rest of the extra deck, for the 7s, or 2 copies of Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack, our win condition. We special summon Draco Sack, it's practically a win. We can keep on abusing the tokens, keep on giving Draco Sack tokens, keep on destroying cards on the field. This card is what it's genuinely meant for this deck. Big Eye, because we can. At first I was running 2 Big Eye. I never really needed to. Dropped it down to 1. 1 Big Eye is perfect. Number 74. Number 74 would be an equivalent to our Leo. Now, why I say that is because you need a Leo card in your deck nowadays to beat some of these decks such as Fire Fist and stuff. Number 74 does almost that exact same thing. It has a 2700 body, and we can make it without trying to run any extra cards that would, just completely throw us off. 1 Dweller, Cowboy, Lightning Chidori, because the deck can make it so well. 101, Black Ship of Corn, Exciting, Gear Gadget, because all of our monsters are machine, Diamond Direwolf, and Heartland Draco, because Soul Charge players are just too fun to play with. And that's going to sum up the extra deck. Next, we're going to be going on to the side deck. 1 copy of Dark Hole. You didn't see it in the main board. I normally side this if I lose game 1, mainly because I can open up with Dark Hole and go ham on him, or if they have an established field, Dark Hole really helps. DeFi, I really shouldn't be able to say much about it. Shuts down Mermails, shuts down Bujin, shuts down a lot of graveyard relying decks. 2 copies of Twister, back row hate. Mind Crush, Bujin, or not Bujin, Mermail, Fire Fist, Spellbook Searcher hate. DNA Surgery, Spellbook, Noble Knight, just a host of other cards hate. 2 Lightning Players in the Mirrors, going back to Lightsworn, Bujin, and all that other stuff. Debunk, more Mermail, Bujin, just anything that activates in hand or graveyard hate. Soul Drain and Macro, because we don't necessarily need our graveyards, and none of our cards affects activating graveyard except for Dandelion. Actually, I am missing a card now that I think about it. Thunder King YuGiOh. I don't know where I'll put it. That's interesting. I can't believe I'm missing Thunder King YuGiOh. Well, pretty sure everybody knows what Thunder King YuGiOh does. That's typically what I take out Dandelion for when I go into the macro route. Actually, it's what I'm just going to use this Thunder King YuGiOh. It's what I always take out Dandelion for because we're running macro and Dandelion will be completely useless. Extremely good card. Extremely, I don't know. He's amazing. You should be running him in your side deck, if not main board, if it doesn't mess you over. Thank you guys for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.